If you're in my Discord, you can view these whenever you want. It's under English Trip. I'm not gonna full screen every single picture. I'm just gonna. Holy shit, we got a lot of photos. This is me and Parallax. I'm actually not even sure where this one was. I think this was Canterbury, maybe? She doesn't like these kind of photos because she feels like self-conscious, but I think she looks fucking cute. CPT, if you leave right now, you're not a real viewer. But good night. In fact, I can just click on them if I want to. It's just everywhere so basically I'll explain this. Everywhere in England is like a road that is very small. Like this is in Canterbury, I remember. I think. And I don't know, like the roads are kind of shitty, but I took like selfies and stuff kind of all over the place. It's driving me nuts. But that is the Canterbury Cathedral at night. I believe we went to Spoons's. You know what Spoons is? Basically, it's like a bar that's all over England, but it's like really cheap. So if you want to get like wings and fries and like burger and fries, it's like £8, 8 to 10 pounds basically, depending on what you get, you know. So it's a good chill place to go. Sometimes there's little doubles in there. Basically, the cathedral's like 300 years old and it's under construction. This is Buck. I went with Parallax. So Parallax's dad. Parallax was at work and I was hanging out with her dad. I can't remember the name of this castle. Basically, it has a moat around it. So there's only a bridge to enter. Oh, let me actually explain this. So if a little detail you won't notice is that it's kind of like it comes out straight and then it goes to the side. And the side it goes to, they knew everyone was left-handed, so they would hold the shield in the left hand. So when you were walking, your right side was exposed, so you would have to either like walk sideways or be exposed. That was like a strategic thing, because I had a guide. Yeah, I was with Parallax's dad for this, and there's fish. That was before we started. Just like cool entrance, so they could drop this gate in the old, like the gates like are actually like the bars and shit are original. This was like where like one family would live with like a bunch of servants or very low paid people would serve them shit. And the countryside's actually nice. Like there's a lot of open land in England, but it's all open. It's all owned by either all rich people or the government. This is like a well that's inside the castle walls where they used to get water from. Just like a bunch of inside pics of the castle. You know, it's not much to look at now. Oh, so basically, you can't really see it unless I zoom in. But basically, there's these... See how these chairs are there? They used to have... I think they might have used to been like, you know, a roof on it. And they, like, the fucking royal family would, like, be entertained and, like, eat dinner there or something. That's why there's chairs there. This is a field. I don't want to give away locations and shit, but this is a field that I saw that I was there. Give too much detail. It's a very old church. Everything's super fucking old in England. Super fucking old. Look at this. Look at this. This is almost as old as Unreal Engine 3, which Paladins uses. Scroll it over. These gravestones, you can't even read the shit. It's super old everything. Alright, CPT. Yeah, there's a couple like doubles, which are basically the same thing. And here's an example of a gravestone, like, you can't even like read the shit. And, oh, okay. So here's the thing that they do. In England, they milk the shit out of the history of the country. That's like probably their main source of income. No bullshit. So they put these phone booths and they keep them like this, you know, the red and stuff. It's a little modern inside. But if you go to London, these things are all over the fucking place. She gets the worst photos of me, I swear. Average guy, totally normal. Silly pose. Parallax next to a statue. Happy, happy, happy. This is her flipping off the cam. Oh, here's better picture. So Canterbury's like, it's like 20 fucking pounds or 10 pounds to go inside this thing just for, this is no tour included at all. So apparently it's like always under construction. And if you see the sky, it's like this all the time. It's either raining or cloudy. If you're lucky, it's sunny in England. All the fucking time. So I have some photos. I guess I'll open these up so you can see. Pretty massive modern chairs. I guess that's like the sermon area. There was so much to see there that I honestly did not try to read any names or take the history in. But there's a lot of cool shit. A lot of cool shit. There's a dome room. There's so much history. We just took a bunch of photos. I kind of just threw everything I had up, and if we want to delete something. But anyway, let me get to the good stuff. More glass windows. That's just construction outside. Queen on her throne. This is me. Okay, so this is, like I said, this is the fun place. This is called Spoons. You get your very generic beers. You get your Blue Moons, your Heinekens, your vodka, whatever the hell she had, mixed drinks, and cheap food. And it's a fun fucking time. Isn't she having fun? Having fun. So am I. Oh. And now you see, this is what Parallax looks like in a slim. I just want you boys. Oh, look at that! I fucking love pizza. Oh yeah. Oh fucking yeah! It was a nice fucking trip. And yeah, I kind of just took. Jesus Christ! Too many pics. Well, I gotta zoom them in so you guys get a good view. Stream highlights. So funky. It's a good song. But yeah, there's fucking, like, look. Let's zoom in. Look how old this shit is. This is kind of stuff all over England. Oh, she didn't want me to. She didn't like this photo. She doesn't like how she looked, but I said I like that photo. The food. It's pretty good. It ain't Buffalo Wild Wings or Chipotle. But look, I used to. These are actually both mine in the photo. Cause I get 2 drinks. Cause I'm like, I don't want to bother going up twice. So I get 2. I think these are pints. That's what they call them, yeah. But a nice silly photo. I mean, if you guys have any doubts, you just look back to this photo. Just saying. Anyway, oh, this was a silly photo. I saw that Spoons kept like kegs in the background, so I took a picture of like through the bars in the background from like the outside area. They got all these kegs of beers and shit. She took me to the beach one day. I guess I don't know what I'm doing. I got things in my pockets. Kind of standing there. That's the beach to the left. I guess we took 2. I just throw everything up. It was kind of cold, so there wasn't a lot of people out there. So you can kind of just walk wherever you want. We walked across some of that stuff. I'm thicker though. It's fine. I'm American. Oh yeah, the water was like low, like inside close to the land, and these things were kind of like stuck on the mud. I don't know. Maybe they just left them there. This thing was, it was kind of like a sidewalk off into the water a little bit, and then you saw this thing. Oh, this place was kind of funny. It was like a little amusement park, I guess more like a carnival. So they had these like weird, funny little pictures that reminds me I must cut my toenails because, you know, the moon. He's taking the piss, as they like to say. You know, little jokes. But basically they had all that stuff up there. Curse the half moons, yada yada, whatever that is. You can stick your face into, you know, little pictures. It wasn't even active, they just had it there, so we took a picture. You know, fuck it. Some rocks, water. This is like the whole beach section. We went to the railroad station. There's not a whole lot to see there. Don't want to show specifically which one, obviously. Hopefully not. Oh, I think this is when we went to London for a day. We took the train to London. To be real here, I'm more thick. Think so? Oh yeah, Perfect 10 was a good fucking song. I want to kind of turn it down. Anyway, let's get back to the photos. This is just more train station stuff just to get the feel of the area on their phones. Oh, I fucking love this photo. It's a funny looking photo. No, gotta have fun on the trip. Just railroads. Yeah, this was definitely the London trip. Oh god. That's not a good looking couple, boys. Come on, boys. Come on. I'm not even shaved. I haven't shaved in 6 months. That's how we look? God damn. So we took a few. The lighting's maybe better in that one. This was the London trip. This is the Ferris wheel that cost £30, but she had a, what's it called, Dikey? Merlin Pass. She had a Merlin Pass, so she got in free and I had 50% off. This is what they call the River Thames. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. This is what the river that's like goes right next to the Parliament buildings, you know, the real famous old ass, you know, right next to the clock tower and shit. That's actually, this is a really bad photo from up top, but that's Big Ben right there. And then this is Parliament. These buildings are very, very old. And Big Ben actually keeps the time to like 1/10 of a second or something. But they have to do a lot of maintenance on it, basically. It's super fucking old. I have a bunch of random photos on the Ferris wheel. Just a selfie, fuck. You know, why not? Hair's long? Yeah, I like it a little bit long. This is just London, random whatever pictures. It's, you know, modern whatever city. Not to say that it's not amazing. That's what it looks like. You're in this kind of like, I mean, obviously the London Eye, you're in there with 15 whatever people. At $30 a ticket, they probably make like $400. They probably make like $800 a minute on that fucking thing. I think I added you on Steam or as an imposter. I will check after I'm done. And yeah, like I said, the River Thames, I think they even had to like build out into the river a little bit, but that's Parliament. Right there's Big Ben. It's kind of hard to see in this photo. It's closing a little bit. Alright, we got enough of that. That's Parliament in the background. Rage. You like this? Believe it or not, I told Parallax I liked Quake, and she went out and bought me a fucking Quake shirt without my knowledge and gifted it to me. And ain't that a good fucking girlfriend that buys you a Quake shirt? Is that not true fucking love right there? So yeah, let's just, you know, took a bunch of photos in London. I thought this was kind of interesting. I saw like a road. I think this was near like the Queen's Palace or whatever. That they actually do have guards. You can obviously see that's an assault rifle right there. There's their weapons. Most police in England do not carry weapons. But these guys are like, I don't know, fucking SWAT or whatever. Mount Everest, huh? Okay. I didn't put filters on this. The lighting was just weird. It's just me and this is in Spoons in London. Oh, she got so a little bit side story. She got this hat when we met up in at HRX. She bought this at Atlanta, and I gave her something. I gave her my G2 scarf on this trip, and she gave me the hat. I actually have the hat up in my room because it keeps my hair back in the wind. These, I have a bunch of photos of this, I think. But basically, you can see these. This is your British guard, you know, who stands there. I thought you're able to get up close to him, but they're behind a gate. There you see the gate. Quick side view, you know, there's a bunch of British guards. I actually saw, like, you know, guys with, like, guns in there. Like, oh! So this was, like... These were people from New Zealand. And this is, like, literally the middle of London. You're allowed to drink in the public in London. And they had this big gathering. It's like the Chiwis or the... No, it's the Kiwis. Drunk Kiwis next to KMS. Next 2 kilometers. And everybody was getting fucking drunk. Apparently all these New Zealand people were out. And I wanted to go out there, you know. A little trash in the ground, a bunch of people. But I had to pee really bad at the time. Oh, this is actually a good photo. Yeah, I saw the sunset. So that's Big Ben under construction, and that's the Houses of Parliament on the bridge that you saw earlier. Fuck, I should have done this when she was online, but oh well. We went ice skating. I used to ice skate as a kid. I'd skateboard and rollerblade a little bit. You know, just a normal little thing. And I was like, I'm gonna get a selfie. That's the hat to keep my hair back. You know, she even made fun of me. Because if you look at the skates, you probably didn't see, these skates are actually pretty old, but then hers were giving her problems. She had the new skates. Turns out she had tight jeans on, like, you know, the skinny jeans, and they were in the blades, and they were cutting off circulation to her fucking ankles. You did ice skating as well and free skiing? So, basically, there's like bleachers on the side, I believe at this place that they do like amateur ice skating or sorry, ice hockey. Sorry, it was a little bit, it wasn't that fancy and shit, but it was decent price. Oh yeah, I saw this and I was like, what the fuck is with England and the hedges? So you literally can't get out, like you have to walk the whole way down. There's no breaks. Well, there's a little bit, but like, why do they do this shit? This, I believe, was a pet cemetery. I think I showed you guys this earlier. Like, on the other side, I didn't take a photo, but there's like carvings of like dogs and cats, basically. And there was like a home. You gonna end the stream? No. I'm gonna drink some more beer and talk some more shit. And have fun. Why not? So right, like, close to there. So basically, there's a lot of have and have-nots in England. I haven't confirmed it, but basically there's the rich and there's the not rich. Whereas there's kind of a lot of more in between it. But basically, if you see these little white animals, these are sheep, which means that they're not using the land for anything except eating the grass. And this is like private property. That's why there's a gate there and shit, I think. And then yeah, I have a few photos from that day. It's just a selfie of me in a long ass hair. What is he doing? I'm showing photos from my trip to England where I was for over a month. Wait, did NOK donate 1,000? Yes. Actually, Rage gave me 1,500 NOKs, Norwegian crowns. Anyway, let's not get distracted. At that same place, this was like a public park, or I think it was public, but I thought it was kind of cool that this fucking tree was being like hung up or held up by like branch, whatever the fuck. It's kind of cool. I've never seen that, but we'll get on. We'll just go on. It's a nice little tree. Oh, so this is another thing. So, not even a month and a half ago, we're going to see 1917, right? And she doesn't know where Alex doesn't know where the theater is. So Google Maps takes us on these fucking roads, and like, I took him through the windshield because we were driving, but it's super small and it's kind of scary. Like, here, I stuck my hand out. Like, this is a fucking road on Google Maps. This is England. Believe it or not, this is not a third world country. This is a two-way lane, by the way. This is 2 lanes. I'll skip ahead to the best one. I didn't stick my phone out. This is through, but that's an actual road. That's through the windshield. Believe it or fucking not. I'm giving you guys a better tour of the photos than I did to my mom, honestly. Not too loud. And here we go. You know, Dikey, one of the top donators in my chat. Around Christmas time, he sent me like fucking like 300 pounds. He's always donated, always supported the stream. This is Dikey. Me, Parallax Dikey. A nice young Japanese English man at a ripe old age on his fucking birthday. Don't want to share too many details. But basically, we went out, traveled to him, and we went to the pubs in a city. You can say if you want. And we had a really good time. She doesn't think she looks cute in this photo, but goddamn does she look cute in this photo. Is that not the epitome of fucking happiness? To just have a typewriter in a pub and be able to be and fuck around, you know? Have fun. God, we had so much fucking fun. Just start, they had this like things you can mess with in the pub. They had these old bookshelves and stuff. This I had a duck face or something. You know, they had things you could pull off the shelf and fuck with that are, you know, really old. And then I took a few photos of the city. You know, just so I guess you would have to go around the roundabout. It's definitely cars drive there. And this is like, she's like, "Hey, you," and he's like, "Yeah, me." And I don't know. They didn't plan that or anyway, but it was just like a really fun time. Bad camera. Oh, I guess I wanted to get the building, but that's where all the action's at. You guys having fun? There were hugs. There's true friendship. It was kind of okay. So the reason that everything's dead at night is because this is like midnight in England. Everything is fucking closed in England after like 8 o'clock or something. So we just, you know, took a bunch of photos, nothing special. There was like a door with some old ass building, and she's like, "I'm gonna knock on it." Like, okay, we'll get a photo of that. Oh. He's like, "Yeah." NCS. He's like, "I am having fun right now. I am very okay." And she's like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" Very fun time. And she's like whispering something in his ear. We had a lot of good. This is the day that we left. We had breakfast. Basically they had a bunch of like old band stuff, old guitars or new guitar, whatever. It's a kind of cool environment. Looks nicer than I do. I'm old. Oh, the unibrow. Fucking Parallax actually plucked my unibrow one of the last days I was there. I held out, but it wasn't too bad when she actually did it. And he's, you know, silly photo. This is Warwick Castle. Keep going, Z. This is fun? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, we're gonna keep going. And we did have a lot of fun on this trip. You can't fake that many smiles. No matter how hard you try. That is fucking... That is, my beard is wet and ready to mingle. Like, yeah. Good times. We had a couple silly photos. He looks way better than I do in that photo. Oh, so like I said, we went to the castle. This castle is called Warwick Castle. And I owed her money. She was like, "I want the sword." I'm like, "Well, I owe you. You want the fucking sword." So I bought the sword for her. I took some silly photos. This Game of Thrones. The background. This is her bed. This is where we would watch. We binged watched Game of Thrones, in fact. That's my vape. That is this vape. And close a few before I crash fucking Firefox. Almost done, boys. My that's our backyard. It's blurry because my phone's fucked. But it's pretty tight. But there's room. Every time I saw something fucked up in England, I kind of wanted to take a photo of it. So I'm like, I'm at the local pub or whatever. You know, obviously there's blue lights. I'm like, the door's fucked. Yet I have to pay £4 a drink. What the fuck? This is a dog that we saw. Oh, yeah. So this was a meme picture that someone posted. This is my Twitter photo. This was in Hawaii when I was in the Navy, before Paladins, and this is after Paladins. Before and after. So we had to like jump across something when we were out walking around, and Parallax got her fucking foot stuck in the mud. And I was like, hang on, don't move your... I was like, hang on, don't move your foot. And then her foot, and then she pulled her foot out and her shoe came off, and it was really funny. It rains all the time there, so the ground is like really fucking wet. But that was just us on a random day taking a walk. I actually listen to this playlist so much that I know the songs that I hate by heart. This is... I took a really fucking bad selfie. I should have smiled and covered my giant forehead or something, but this is me. I don't know if this was on the way there or after I'm at the plane. Gonna play Paladins or not? If you want hardcore Paladins tonight, I'm not trying hard tonight. I'm drinking some beers, talking some shit. If you want to hang out, you're welcome to stay. Doesn't matter to me. This is obviously just plane ride. I'm not even sure if this is there back. There's the castle that I took. The pictures are a little out of order, but you can see the moat. Oh, so this is an average Parallax breakfast. Some days I would get full rolls. They call it croissants? Croissants or something? Whatever this bread is, it's toasted, it's scrumptious, eggs and bacon. She would make it crispy just for me, even though she didn't like bacon. I gotta pee. There's me in a shirt that is becoming ever more tight with ever more beer that I drank that night. A good 7 pints, if I do say so myself. Just having fun. We went bowling with the boys from work and her family. Oh, you guys will fucking like this. So she was like, I was like, oh, there's a cannon. She's like, oh yeah, this is on the way back from the the bars on the bowling night, right? So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do a pose. I'll put my hand behind my head and get on the fucking cannon. It's, you know, it's like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. Fuck it, no one's outside. Let's get on the fucking cannon, ride some history. So the pictures, like I said, out of order. This is back at the Ferris wheel. Got nice skin. We had a bunch of selfies, won't bore you with them all. It's Parliament in the background. Took a bunch of random photos. This is just on the Ferris wheel. It's called the River Thames. I believe I'm pronouncing that properly. I wore my Paladin shirt one night. Like I said, she had like half the photos. Look at his face. She's fucking happy. I'm fucking happy. We're having a swell good time, aren't we, fucking boys? She took some of the same that I took when it comes to the photos. There's Parliament, which is under construction, but they make a shit ton of money off of it. Dikey hasn't seen this, so basically, Dikey, I'm gonna tell you something right now. The cake was 2 layers. She kind of fucked up the top layer and it kind of broke. So we ate that because we were chilling. That's the bread. But then we made it 1 layer. Don't tell her I told you. And then this is me. We kind of split up the who did the letters at her kitchen. There's a lot of open land in England, but it's all either government or like rich people owned. Because most people in England are like fucking stacked upon themselves. I've got a wee something fierce. Alright, let's go. This is the Ferris wheel, like I said, what it would look like when people are inside there. Obviously, you can't fall off. The London Eye, as they call it. So they had these silly people on fucking horses. Like this guy. Yeah, he's working real hard. The horse just stands there. 3 hours or whatever. It's not a bad life for a horse or a guy who doesn't want to pay attention to his fucking job. Especially this guy. You know, you just stand there and people like, I tell you, like people are like cracking jokes, especially me in the audience. You just kind of just staring at him, cracking jokes. Like, yeah, I wish I could just stand there. All right, let's get to the real action. This is Warwick Castle again, that you saw photos from. I'm like, hey guys, this is the hat, her hat that I have now. Basic ass clothes. England flag. Don't call the Royal Guard silly people. This is inside the castle. I didn't do the archery. I saw some people were doing it, but I personally did not do it. Close some of these. It's like knights. Bunch of stuff you can see. It's cool stuff. Anyway, you guys have seen all this shit. So Warwick Castle is a very kid-friendly, so like there'll be like kids playing with plastic swords. He's got the real sword right there, actually, though. When we bought Parallax's sword at Warwick Castle, you weren't allowed to hold the sword. You weren't allowed to have the sword within the property because it counts as a fucking weapon. And the last two photos are of me. This is in the parking lot. This is where you actually get to see the sword. It's made in Spain, as you can see right there. And I'm like, yeah, the parking lot. Then we got one more. Last photo. I'm like, hey, I'll play Tiberius and alt your fucking ass. Fuck with me. Styling.